Gentlemen, what is up? I hope we are doing well. I hope we're having an absolutely fantastic start today. And today, I want to talk about, been watching The Kingdom on Netflix, which is absolutely amazing, with Uhtred Ragnarsson. And it's about a Viking that becomes a Saxon. And it's really, really cool, actually. And we were watching it last night. And there's this fortress that Uhtred is trying to take over. It's the Bebbanburg thing. And if you go back to sort of like medieval military tactics, one of the things that so many people that had castles, that had keeps, that had big properties used to do was they used to basically, if they were under attack, they put up all the walls, they put up all the barriers, and they would basically lock themselves in. They used to think, you know what, if we can build these big massive fortresses, these big massive castles, these stone walls are going to protect us from all invaders coming in. And while we are in isolation, while we are locked down inside, we are safer than being out in the open. And it's kind of interesting, actually, because if you take that thought process to the game that we play as men in business today, I couldn't think of any more example that is more true, yet that is so wrong. So if we think about that and think about the situation that people like you and I are in, and how we have conversations with, let's call it, normal people. And normal people sit there as we talk about business or talk about what we do, all excited and all passionate. They just sort of like shut off, and they don't listen to what we say. And you only have sort of like 3 or 4 of those conversations. And I don't know what it's like for you, but I end up sort of like then retracting back and being like, you know what, no one actually gets what we do here. And you sort of like start putting those walls up like they used to do in the castle. And you start ignoring everyone else. And you start putting yourself in this place of isolation, believing that it's the right thing to do because you can protect yourself from all the other idiots that are out there, and you can make your own decisions and you can do all this stuff. Now, what's kind of interesting about that is the trouble with putting all these big barriers up, and this is the exact problem that used to happen back in medieval times. In fact, Sun Tzu in The Art of War talked about this as well, is as soon as you put all the barriers up, as soon as you lock yourself in, as soon as you put yourself in isolation, the trouble then happens, it means the enemy can put you under siege. And not only that, but you are then cut off from all information, you are then cut off from all insight, and you're all cut off from all intelligence as well, because you are literally locked in your own 4 walls. You can't get any information in, and you can't get any information out, which is a very, very dangerous place to be. It's exactly the same here inside of the business. You see, as soon as you start shutting down, as soon as you start thinking, you know what, fuck it, I can do this thing by myself, you start locking out external valuable information, external valuable insight and intelligence from other like-minded individuals and people that can actually help you overcome the battles that you are currently fighting. It's why actually I'm such a big believer in what we do here inside of the fellowship, and making sure that on a regular basis we literally assemble the 30 men that we have around the table physically in a face-to-face environment. It allows you to bring the barriers fucking down so that you can talk to other people that understand. So you can gather intelligence in terms of what's happening in the market right now. So you can actually get the information in terms of what is happening, what is moving, what is going. And that, my friends, is where things need to be. So I need you to consider today that if you are sat there and if you feel like you are putting yourself in isolation, you feel that that is the right thing to do because it means that you are shutting yourself out from the world and all the other idiots that are out there. I need you to consider that the double-edged sword with that is that it doesn't let you to get the right information, the right intelligence that needs you to grow and needs you to scale. As this new economy emerges, it is going to be happening and it is going to be changing so fast and so quickly that you may need to make sure that the gates are open so that information can come in and that information come out. It's the only way men like you and I are going to keep scaling, going to keep moving, going to keep pushing this thing to the next level. Avoid isolation, my friends, at all costs.